Hey guys, so I'm looking at this EV car, but it's not really fully electric like the EC6 or Tesla's Model 3 or anything like that. This is more of a hybrid, it's a plug-in hybrid if you want to be more technical about what it's called. But this car has like 40 televisions. As you can see, there's like 3 screens in here, and it's one on the bottom. I don't know what it's for, but as you can see, it's already looking like they're selling these cars, targeting the EV market over there, the luxury SUV market for cars. And they're doing pretty well at it. Actually, I'm gonna show you soon the deliveries that they've had quarter over quarter and month over month. And of course, I'm talking about Li Auto's Li 1 hybrid car. And if you're new to my channel, definitely subscribe, because I post a lot of videos about EV companies like NIO. I will even eventually do videos about Tesla, especially now that it's being listed on the S&P 500. But I focus more on XPeng and NIO, and I couldn't go and make another NIO video without making one about this company. So this one's actually trading at $36 right now currently. It's actually it's been up right now in the after hours, $1.29. So but during the day it actually moved up a lot more. It moved up 30%. Overall in the week, we are up 42% with this company, and in the month it's up 88% in the past 3 months. So basically since IPO, this company's been up more than double in price. So it's up 137%, because the stock actually started trading earlier this year towards late July, early August, and that's when it was trading at $16 a share. And then, like, we're way past that. We're doubled in price right now currently. And this company was actually founded in 2015. The market cap is nearing 30 billion, but they actually reported their earnings, and they're 0 per share, so they broke even. They weren't really profitable. They kind of just broke even, and but they still did better than expected, really, because people were estimating that they were going to be minus 8 cents per share in the earnings report. But no, they actually did pretty well, which I'm surprised, especially because this car is not fully electric. It's just a hybrid, and it's selling really well, like out there in the Chinese EV market, where there's a lot of competition currently with competitors like Tesla and NIO, which are dominating over there. But it's just interesting to see where this company is going to go in the future, because it has less outstanding shares than NIO. So Li Auto actually has 836 million outstanding shares, but it still has a little more outstanding shares than XPeng Motors. So it's going to be interesting to see these companies like match up in price, because both of these got an upgrade recently by Citibank. XPeng got upgraded to $57, and Li Auto got upgraded to $45. So based on that upgrade alone, I think the stock is going to move up in the green, especially when NIO releases their quarter 3 results. And if it's positive, I think that Li Auto and XPeng Motors will move up as well with NIO. That's based off good news. That's what happened recently when XPeng released their quarter 3 results, and they weren't profitable, but they did deliver better than expected results. And that's what I think Li has done so far. They've actually proven that they can deliver cars, especially recently. If you guys look at this article, you can see that they delivered 8,660 Li 1s in the third quarter of 2020. That represents a quarter over quarter increase of 31% versus their deliveries in quarter 2. So impressive growth right there. It's obviously not like they haven't doubled their numbers yet, but they're going to. I'm sure they will. They're just making progress towards doing that, and they are basically at the door of profitability. Now, cumulative deliveries in 2020 reached 21,852 vehicles. That's according to the data by China Automotive Technology and Research Center. So they said that how the Li 1 is becoming one of the best-selling new energy SUVs out there in that EV sector over there. So it's pretty good news, I guess, for you guys who are holding this stock. Definitely buy into it now before it goes up to $50, because it will go up there, guys. That price target, it only raised it like $10 in what it is, and from what it is right now in price. So we should break that easily, and then it's just gonna command a higher price, especially because there's less shares in NIO. So I mean, these companies are going to be like trading next to each other in price. I can assure you by that. XPeng's already right next to NIO, so I can see this company eventually catching up. At least when quarter 4 of 2020 gets reported, we could see these stocks at around the same price range, hopefully $75 to $100 per share. And that's going to be interesting, especially for you guys who diversified and put money into all 3 of these companies. That's going to be a very good return on your investment. So they also generated an operating cash flow of RMB 929 million, which is doubled or 105% higher than the prior quarter. So in terms of R&D, they will further increase their investment in this regard and continue to leverage technology to create value for users and to optimize their user experience. So they are planning, guys, for future demand and stuff, and they've also seen an increase of their margins actually went up, so expanded to 19% compared to 13% in the second quarter. So yeah, very good news. They're gonna keep doing well. I know this company, even if it's a hybrid, it's still gonna perform well in terms of just sales and deliveries overall in China. They are planning to phase out gas-fueled vehicles by 2035. So there's still that deadline, but it's 15 years away. They are starting to do that in other parts of the world, like in the UK. So I think their target is like 2030. But yeah, it's going to be crazy to see how deliveries are going to start ramping up as we get closer and closer to the end of this decade. It's barely the start of this decade. I'm already thinking about what it's going to be like in 2030 when these companies are actually, they're the only ones around selling these cars, selling electric vehicles. They're going to dominate. I know that they're not going to monopolize the market, but they're just going to dominate. General Motors is dominating right now, and Ford, they're going to be like that in the decades following 2030, at least. But yeah, I see this stock though going up in value over time. Like 2030, a lot of these EV companies are going to be $1,000 plus per share. And that's going to be my price target for these companies in like 10 years from now. That's a long-term price target though. So Jeff Chung from Citibank, he actually was the one that upgraded Li Auto and XPeng recently. So he upgraded Li Auto to a buy from neutral and boosted his price target for the shares to $45 from $27. So it's impressive right there. His price target was lifted really high. Now he maintained his previous buy rating on XPeng, but boosted that price target as well to $57 from $34. So that's only like $10 away, but still, I think that these companies, these Li, Neo, and also XPeng, they're going to be right next to each other in price. They're going to be competing in market cap as well. Keep in mind that Neo is the one that has the most outstanding shares out of all these three companies, out of these three Chinese EV makers. So yeah, we're just going to see what happens. There's still a lot of demand though for Neo, even if there's a lot of dilution going on, and because there's a lot of shares already out there, it doesn't matter. I think the price is still going to go up because a lot of investors have set their eyes on Neo, especially because they're the ones that have more sales when compared to Li and XPeng. Another article I want to mention is Li Auto. It's a winner in the niche market. So the summary is Li Auto concentrates its product line on the larger SUVs for family, and sales of September and October validate such strategy. So Li Auto intends to build competitive advantages around self-driving technology, but it will be an uphill battle with the sales forecast of 30% quarter-over-quarter increase in quarter 4 of 2020. Its stock should still have upsides and room to run. So it means that Li Auto has a lot of room to grow in price, and that falls in line perfectly with what I believe is going to happen with Li's price. Now, guys, this stock right here looks like it looks pretty healthy actually. So we're just about to break that all-time high, guys, with Li Auto. Remember that all-time high is around $40, so we're currently at 36. So expect this to blast through that, and we're going to be at 45 like that price target predicted. So if you look at the RSI indicator for this stock, we're actually right exactly at the overbought territory of 80. So yeah, it's going to be kind of interesting to see if maybe there's a pullback or whatever in the coming days after Neo's quarter 3, or what will happen. I'm not really sure. I can't tell the future, but we can only predict and make decisions right now to be prepared for the future, and expect a lot of volatility though with these companies. Guys, if you haven't started investing for whatever reason, you're new to investing, and you want to get into high growth stocks, definitely get into Li Auto, XPeng, and Neo. These are the companies that there's still a lot of room for them to grow in price, and also they have a lot of attention right now going on for them, because with Neo especially, the largest U.S. pension actually bought into it, and also the largest hedge fund, which is Bridgewater Associates, bought into Neo. So it's a lot of institutional investors just buying into these EV companies, more Neo than anything else, but it's still pretty bullish for both, for all three, because these are all from China. But yeah, definitely check out the links in the description though of my videos. 2 links. One is for Robinhood. You will get 1 free stock. You don't have to deposit anything, and you get a free stock for signing up. Now the other link is for Webull, and if you sign up, deposit $100, you will get up to 3 free stocks. Yes, you heard me right, 3 stocks for free. You get started investing literally with a couple shares that are worth around $15 to $20. If you get lucky, you get like an Apple share or Facebook stock, but That's rare, but still, definitely take advantage of that. And thank you guys for watching this video. Like I said, I'm very bullish on these companies, Neo, Lee, and Xpeng, and I expect them to go up and for them to be competitive in price, and because they're going to be right next to each other in the coming weeks. Expect a lot of volatility though as we're nearing the end of the year, but make sure to buy the dips and lower your cost average with these companies if you're invested in them already. And I'll see you all later. Peace out.